Hello, Linda from Linda Active here, and cute little Minnie in her donut bed. Today we're doing Ellie's workout. Yay! Thank you, Ellie, for writing in and giving us the idea of doing a chair workout, Tracy Anderson inspired. So lots of leg raises, different angle changes. I'm going to add some light hand weights for the beginning section just to do a bit of arms, and then we're going to end up on the floor with the chair doing some abs. It's a 20-minute workout. I'm going to hold to 60 seconds per exercise, but there's no break period, so don't worry so much about the transitions. If you lose a few reps, we're just going to keep going and get all the way through for 20 minutes without any breaks, okay? So the very first exercise is going to be weightless, and we're going to get started in the center of our space. I'm going to press start on the timer. And all I want you to do is spread your arms out wide, palms to the back, palms to the front, palms to the back, palms to the front, rotating through the shoulders, nice soft stance in the knees, back and front, and we're going to add on to this. So we're going to do 2 of these, back and front, and then flex your palm up and down for 2, back and front, flex your palm up and down for 2, and we're going to add that little squat with the legs. May as well heat everything up and down. So stretch through the chest every time you do those arm rotations. Tummies are in, all the way back and forward, warming up through those arms and shoulders, back and forward. Thinking about pushing a heavy cement block away with your palm. A few more like this. And up, down, nice job. Roll those shoulders. We're going to go down to the hip, double, single, single, double. Just stick with this for now. Single, double, really bend into it. Reach overhead and elbow down, double. We're going to change it up after this one, double. Now we're going to reach forward, backward, double in front, backwards, forward, double at the back. So you're pushing, you're pulling, you're pushing away for 2, back, forward, and back. Now put it together. Single, single, double, forward, back, forward. Now other side. Single, single, double, forward, back, forward. Other side. Single, single, double, forward, back, and forward. Nice job. Pick up your weights. Arms are going to be at 90 degrees. We're going to punch up with one side, lean forward, and do a tricep to the back. It's up and tricep, up and tricep. Now, 1 of these, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and back, up and back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and back, up and back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other side, up and back, straight into it. Up and back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, up and back. You're hinging with a flat back and back and punch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, up, rotate back, squeeze the tricep at the top and punch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time, up and back, up and back, and finish it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice job. We're going to go 2 to the back, cross pull, switch up the arm on top. 2 to the back, cross pull, cross pull. So palms to the front, palms to the floor, cross pull. Squeeze behind your back, cross pull, cross pull. Tummies are in, knees are soft. We're getting the chair next, cross pull. 2 squeezes, really squeeze those shoulder blades, cross pull. Okay, starting to add up, right? Really squeeze. They're light weights, so we really need to squeeze and contract every muscle group involved. Cross pull, cross pull. Again, 2 squeezes, cross pull, cross pull, and this is the last set. Then lower your weights carefully, grab your chair, don't worry about missing reps. First exercise, we're going to stand behind the chair. We're going to lift the leg over and then 2 turn out flicks. So over, parallel, turn your hip out and flick your leg twice. Bring it over, turn it out and flick and flick. You're going to have to play around with the positioning of the chair and your body to make sure that you've got that balance. Flick and flick. This is what you wanted, right? Tracy Anderson inspired using that chair and really changing the angles, right, Ellie? That's what you wanted, angle changes? Hopefully, this is starting to burn for you. And flick. Keep that leg up. Really use your core to help keep everything stable. Across, flick and flick. Now we're going to angle the knee to the opposite corner and then sweep it out directly to the side. So imagine you're lining up and sweep it out. Line it up and sweep it out. Now what I want you to do is take one hand away. Line it up and sweep it out. I'm just going to change angles so you can see. I'm taking one hand away. So the opposite hand at the moment, but we're going to switch it up. So now put the other hand back and take the other hand away. So I want you to start learning how to balance and move your body without needing to support it too much with those hands. Across and across. So sweep all the way to the side. It's in line with the hip and you're leaning into it. Starting to feel that burn. And last one. Okay, now we're going to, I'm just going to stand away from the chair so you can see. Come down into a lunge, flick, flick. Come down into a cross lunge, flick, flick. Okay, your chair can be in front of you. I'm just doing this so you can see my leg better. Come down into a lunge, directly to the side, flick, flick. Crossover lunge, flick, flick. Now you can keep your hands on for this one and get that knee low. Crossover lunge, flick, flick. Really starting to feel this outer thigh, outer hip area. I hope you're feeling it too, Ellie. This is what it's all about, right? Tracy Anderson gets into that outer thigh, outer hip area, that glute medius area too, with all of her angle changes. So this is what we're going for. Across, flick, flick. Now stay up. Shoot the knee across and then all the way behind. So across, on, if you can, above your armrest. Otherwise, just bring it down a little bit lower. If you need to be down here, you can do that. So you're keeping your hip turned out and you're pushing your toe all the way to the back. Try not to use your hands too much. Of course, you're holding on, but if you can, try to think core. Core is stabilizing you here. A little bit of a bend in your supporting leg, and you're pushing that toe to the back wall. Squeeze the underside of your glutes as you push towards the back wall. Okay, so this is definitely starting to burn a bit now. We're changing positions next, and we're actually going to kneel on the chair, but if you don't want to do it on the chair, you can do it on the floor. Okay, if you're kneeling on the chair with me, we're just going to have one knee on the edge. We're going to bring the leg forward, back, and then out a bit and back in line. Down and up, out and back in line. Down, parallel and up, out, back in line. Down and up, out and in. Definitely feeling that now. Out and in. Down and up, out and in. Try to keep that leg up. You can turn your hip out a little bit at the top of the movement. Try and squeeze the underside of the glute here and then really tight on the glute medius and outer hip there as you move that leg just slightly out and back in line. Okay, we're going to be kneeling next to the chair with this moving leg tapping on the chair. Okay, so this is what I mean. Don't worry about missing reps. Come here with me. We're going to come forward, tap, tap. Now if you want your hand here, tap, tap. So in front of the chair, back on top, tap, tap. In front of the chair, back on top, tap, tap. Tummies are in. If this is too much, don't do it with the chair, just do it on the floor. Tap, tap. After this, we're getting up and we're doing those 6 exercises to the other leg. Now you can definitely have your hand on the floor like this if it's too much. Or you can even come all the way down here. Okay, if it's just agonizing, then just come all the way down here. Tap, tap, in front, tap, tap. Come on, save the best for last. I think you'll agree with me that that one was a toughie. So do you remember the first exercise? It was a cross and it was up for 2. Across and flick for 2. So you're turning your hip to the front slightly, coming across and then up for 2. Across and up. You're leaning into it. Tummies are in. And remember, even here, you shouldn't really need to use your hands so much, just a little tiny bit. You should be able to use 2 fingers to hold on. Across and up for 2. And up for 2. It's okay if you wobble a bit. It's more about the glutes. So if you're finding that it's just getting a bit much, trying to balance as well, then just hold on. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now we're going to go across and we're going to go directly out to the side. Across to this corner and directly out to the side. Across and out to the side. Now take one hand off. Across and directly out to the side. So you're not going behind anymore. Your supporting leg is bending so you can get that leg up higher. Now take the other hand off. Really squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Up. Deep breaths and breathe out on the exertion. Long legs, point the toes. And up. We've got that crossover lunge next. So we're crossing over and then we're going to come up. So cross over and up for 2. Cross over and up for 2. So crossing in front of the other leg. If you can tap your knee down, do it. If not, then just come to your low point and up for 2. Squeeze it. Get it up high. Maybe you're only using one hand here as well. This one's a bit more challenging because you are kind of bending your body a little bit. Up for 2. Breathe, breathe. I want you to each time extend long. Now, do you remember? We're going to come in and then all the way to the back. So you're keeping your leg bent. You're squeezing it in, and then poking towards the back. You should be feeling a lot of this muffin top area. The other leg is bent, and once again, don't hold on for dear life. If you can get your leg up high like this, good. Otherwise, maybe you're just going here and then push to the back. That's fine. Push to the back. We're kneeling on the chair again next. And push to the back. Breathe. I'm really feeling this back fat area, the muffin top area, as well as the glutes. Okay, move your chair. Actually, we'll leave it on this side. Sorry people, kneel on the very edge. It's in front and up, out and back in line. In front and up, out, back in line. Now try to keep your shoulders and your chest towards the mat. Once you see it, keep your neck long. Down and up, out and in. Down and up, out and in. Come on. It's perfectly fine to do this on the floor if it's hurting your knee or if you just feel unstable on the chair. Out and in. So as you come up with this leg, squeeze the underside of the glute. Forward, you're squeezing your quad, and then back, you're squeezing the underside of the glute. Out and in, down and up, kneeling on the floor next. Okay, remember this doozy. This one was the hardest one, in my opinion. So you're on your side, and you're gonna tap down and up for 2. In front of the chair, up for 2. Maybe your hands in front, up for 2. Down and up for 2. What I want here is a straight leg behind the knee, and I want you to make sure your hips stay square as much as possible. If your hand is on the floor, your top hip is going to turn down a little bit, but try to keep your chest open to the front of the room. And of course, you've got the option of coming all the way down. We're lying on our back next, and we're going to do some abs. So you want to lie on your back with your chair in front of you. Okay, I'm just going to put my timer here. So put your chair in front of you and lie down on your back. And we're going to start with this leg down, up, back in line. Down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up. Now, if you want, hands behind your ears. And every time the leg comes up, upper body up. Down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up. Straight leg. Down, up, down, up. Come on. Don't pull on your head here. I just want you to lift those shoulders. Down, up, down, up. Last time on this side. Put the leg down, and we're doing the other side. Down, up. So to the side and up, center up. To the side and up, center up. Down, up. I want you to not rest the leg at all. So every time you're just tapping lightly and you're coming straight back up. Squeeze your quad here as well. You should be able to feel some quad work if you really engage. Down, up. Down and up. Come on. If your head is starting, or your neck is starting to hurt, just lay your head down and only do the legs. Down, up. Come on, it's long, I know. 1 minute of this is actually long. But you got to push past the comfort zone. Push past that. This is where I differ from Tracy Anderson. Both legs side, both legs tap up, straight. Straight down. Tap up, straight. I'm just holding my upper body in place. Tap up, center, side. Tap up, center straight, side straight. Bend, extend. Come on, lower abs. So yes, I admit, and this is sorry, not sorry, Ellie. My reps are definitely longer than hers. But I feel like this is how you get more results. I used to think, oh, it's boring to do so many reps of the same thing. But I realized that actually, this is where the results live. So you'll thank me later. Down. Okay, guess what? This is the last one. Across, wide across. across. You want to keep your shoulders up, or do you want to lie your head back? Across and across. You're tapping down, and then use your lower abs. At the halfway point, we're changing it. Across and across. Across. Come on, a few more of these. Keep your shoulders up with me if you can. One more front. Okay, now it's out wide, center, straight up, side, through the center, and up. Side, center, up, side. Oh my goodness. Come on, we've got 10 seconds of this, and then we're done. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, done. Okay, so it's funny how abs can actually make you a little bit breathless when you do them at a fast pace, and they're quite difficult using lots of different muscle groups. So Ellie, was this what you wanted? I really hope so. I hope you enjoyed it. Now people, if you want to make it harder, you know you can always add some ankle weights. You know you can use heavier hand weights. You know you can add weights to the section where I did the arms without weights. You know you can use ankle weights for the abs section. So you can make it your own workout. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to doing some more viewer workouts very soon. Bye for now.